Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. This is our Asana 2 lesson on the asana, meditation, and pranayama connection, mind, body, spirit, otherwise. And we are going to begin this lesson with a definition of yoga. Yoga is an ancient practice that links body and breath through meditation and movement. Yoga roots back over 5,000 years ago, and its first yogic text formally outlined around 400 to 500 BCE, which is the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. The Sanskrit word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit root yuj, meaning to yoke, to join, to become one, to unite, which is reflective of the practice's primary focus, binding together the breath, the body, and the mind, with this ultimate intention of unifying with the divine of your understanding. So that is how connected mind, body, and breath are. Asana is body, pranayama is breath, and mind is our meditation. So, asana, pranayama, and meditation. So let's get on with this lesson. This definition alone depicts the deep connection of asana, pranayama, and meditation in the practice of yoga. This lesson today will go into more depth on the connection between asana, or the body, physical practices of the poses, pranayama, the practice of using breath to facilitate the energy bodies, and meditation, pure conscious awareness, samadhi, and the practice of quieting the mind. In other words, the mind, body, spirit connection. Mind, body, and spirit are interconnected far more than the eyes can see. You could say intimately connected. Static yoga, sacred embodiment, is a whole harmonious approach, inviting all aspects of our being coming into balance and peace. What benefits the body will benefit all aspects of our being. What nourishes the body will nourish the mind and the subtler bodies. Yoga for centuries was just Raja Yoga, control of the mind, using meditation and pranayama practices only. Throughout the 5,000 years that yoga has been around, we've added jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, and hatha yoga. Finding an integration of spiritual study, which is our jnana yoga, love and devotion, bhakti yoga, pranayama, raja, and hatha yoga, service, karma yoga, and physical poses are hatha yoga. Thus, an integral, holistic approach to health, awakening, and overall well-being of body, mind, and spirit. We don't want to leave anything out in yoga. We will use traditional science and yoga philosophy to help explain the deep, intimate connections of meditation, asana, and pranayama practices. Scientific explanation. Science has shown us that thoughts and emotions, when reduced, become the binding of tiny molecules called neurotransmitters in our nervous system. As fast as lightning, when you have a thought or emotion, it causes synapses in your nervous system to fire, causing chain reactions that release neurotransmitters into our body and cells. Studies have shown that when people think certain thoughts, it activates different parts of the brain. Positive thoughts and pleasurable emotions will release endorphins that activate opiate receptors in the brain, providing emotions of joy and peace. While feelings of fear or rage release molecules called catecholamines, causing stress hormones to be released, fight or flight response, heart rate to increase, the face to flush. Neurotransmitters are involved in all the physical body systems. The heart pumping, digestion, respiration, all controlled by the binding of neurotransmitters to the cells of the body. The same neurotransmitters involved in thought and emotion have receptors in the body's organs. Therefore, it is scientific to say that thoughts and emotions are physical processes and have a direct effect on the physical systems of our bodies. The digestive system in particular has been referred to as the second brain because of how many nerve endings and the abundance of similar receptive sites as found in the brain. Thoughts and emotions will have an effect on the body, including the digestive system and nervous system. Have you ever had a gut feeling or butterflies in your stomach? Thoughts and emotions can affect our physical body, yet it is also goes the other way around. The organs in the body can release neurotransmitters which process in the brain and can affect our emotions and thoughts. The human body cannot be separated from the mind and emotions. Hold on. Excuse that interruption. I apologize. My phone is off now, so we won't have any more interruptions. The human body cannot be separated from the mind and emotions, nor the mental and subtle bodies. Everything is connected. Understanding the science of neurotransmitters and receptors teaches us that the mind, emotions, and the body are inseparable. What about the mind under stress? What is the connection to the body when mental stress is in a state of high anxiety? The field of psychoneuroimmunology, through many studies, has thousands of empirical findings that the mind and body are deeply connected. Research has shown that stressful emotions alter white blood cell function. Stress diminishes white blood cell response to viral infected cells and to cancer cells. Also, vaccination is less effective in those who are stressed, and wounds heal less rapidly in those who are stressed. Mental emotional stress can increase levels of C-reactive protein, indicative of inflammation. Through many studies in science has shown us that exercise, meditation, and breathing techniques can help anxiety, stress, insomnia, reactivity, and attention deficit disorders. Most of all, calming and meditation practices involving the breath. When we slow the breath into the lower abdomen we trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body and the nervous system and the brain. It soothes the mind and creates relaxation throughout the entire body. Rapid and shallow breathing, on the other hand, can trigger the stress response in the body. The sympathetic nervous system kicks in and fight or flight response is activated, causing anxiety and even panic. The body then produces neurotransmitters like cortisol that can create stress-related issues all throughout the body. We cannot separate the mind, the body, and the breath. They are all interrelated and connected. Negative thinking and a racing mind can cause stress. Irregular and shallow breathing can cause anxiety. However, if we learn how to manage the mind through meditation to create stillness rather than disturbances, we manage our breath in the body and move the body in ways to create balance and vitality, we can use this mind, body, spirit connection to benefit our overall health and well-being. Practicing asana, meditation, and pranayama has been proven scientifically to benefit the mind, body, and spirit of a person. Practicing meditation will benefit the mind, create stillness and peace within, which also will affect and benefit the body as it rests in the parasympathetic nervous system and produces those feel-good neurotransmitters throughout the body. Pranayama, breath exercises, also triggers the relaxation response and triggers health-building hormones and neurotransmitters. Practicing asana poses has many physical health benefits that vary from pose to pose and overall create balance, stability, flexibility, and strength in the body, mind, and energy systems. So let's go on to a yogic explanation of the meditation, asana, pranayama connection. Yoga is an all-inclusive practice of asana, pranayama, pratyahara, meditation, philosophy, bhakti, and service, and study. Yoga sees a human being as far more than just a physical body. There are many etheric systems that exist before we embody into this physical form, and that also remain after we pass. The physical body cannot exist without these etheric systems. However, the etheric self, the energy bodies, the pathways, the energy fields, and vibrational vortexes can sustain after and continue to exist without a physical body. You are far more pure consciousness and a vibrational vortex than a physical body. This state of conscious awareness in your vibrational vortex is your eternal self, your soul, the part of you that directly extends forth and is sustained by the Creator Source, the incomprehensible God of our limited understanding. Let's begin discussing the connection from a yogic perspective. Imagine for a moment that you have been living in a small one-room shack for the past 25 years. It is all you know, and although you feel cramped, you have become accustomed to this cozy shack. Then one day, due to some miraculous turn of events, you attain a large mansion and you're able to move in and live in with your loved ones in this spacious and beautiful home with gardens and acres of outdoor trails to walk, room for everything, and a large gathering room for your family and friends. This is a drop in the water, a drop of water in the ocean to what it is like expanding from a limited mind to pure, conscious, awakened awareness that you eternally are. Patanjali uses the 8 limbs of yoga, integrating asana, pranayama, pratyahara, concentration, meditation, and that absolute liberation of samadhi. So let's review the 8 limbs. The yamas are universal morality. Niyamas, personal observances. The asanas are body postures. Pranayama are breathing exercises and control of prana. Pratyahara is control of the senses. Dharana is concentration and cultivating inner perceptual awareness. Dhyana, devotion, meditation on the divine. Samadhi, union with the divine. The 8 limbs integrate body, breath, inner sensation, concentration, meditation, and bliss to help us balance body, mind, and spirit and allow an integrated journey into samadhi. The koshas. The koshas, or sheaths of the body, point us to the journey to our whole being. Each sheath, each body or layer, each aspect of our being is sacred, important, and needed in order to experience a physical life. Although each and every sheath of the body is equally sacred, they are not all eternal. Only in samadhi are you eternal, the unchanging, pure, conscious awareness, the divine in you. Let's begin in the beginning, the eternal state of your being as pure consciousness. This is where you exist as a pure extension of the all-loving, omnipresent, eternal source creator. As a soul or spiritual being extending from source, one with source, created in the likeness of your source, like rays of sunlight extending forth from the sun. You exist as a soul now and always for all eternity in the ever-present now. Nothing can alter this permanent state, this holy, innocent, pure extension in the likeness of your source creator. In this state, you remain wholly aware of your oneness and likeness with your creator and all that is. You remain wholly aware of your pure innocence. You remain wholly aware of your true nature as perfect, unending love. This is the awareness you enter into during a deep meditation or samadhi, the bliss body. This eternal, pure, conscious awareness, eternally one with and in the likeness of Creator Source, all loving and infinite in nature. This is your true divine nature, ever present, eternally creating and wholly free. It is unchanging forever. Nothing can threaten this reality. Then a physical body arises in form, and this true divine nature animates through it. However, We have a few steps in between. Using the koshas from yogic philosophy is the best way to explain how we are created from eternal pure conscious awareness or samadhi to a physical temporary body awareness. Samadhi is accessed by moving through the other koshas, from the Anandamaya kosha of pure bliss and expanded awareness of the self as everything, to the wisdom body, which we touched in meditation and called the Vijnanamaya kosha, and then into the emotional and mental systems called the Manomaya kosha. Next, the subtle energy systems and pranic energy fields supported by the Pranamaya kosha. And finally, to the physical body, or the Annamaya kosha. We exist and animate through more than just our physical body simultaneously. We exist in all the koshas simultaneously. All 5 koshas or sheaths of our being exist simultaneously and create an entire interconnected and integrated system. You can lose your physical body, leave the Annamaya kosha completely. However, you can still have and animate through the Pranamaya kosha, the Manomaya kosha, the Vijnanamaya kosha, and the Anandamaya kosha. You can reincarnate into a new body, and although your new body may look different, the same koshas are maintaining its survival. When a body passes away, the greater part of you, the eternal part of you, remains, and you can come back and have another physical experience if you so choose. In order to have the most balanced experience of being, we will need to care for all the layers, all the sheaths or bodies or aspects of our being. For example, the Pranamaya kosha of the subtle body is tuned with energy. Pranayama practice, breath, movement, and exercises are good for this body. The Vijnanamaya kosha is supported through meditation, stillness, mantra, single-pointed focus, concentration, and peace. Let's discuss how we can care for all the aspects of our being, all the bodies, for a balanced mind, body, spirit connection, highest joy and vitality of the whole being. Maintaining good care and attentiveness to all your body's sheaths and layers of your being, your koshas, knowing they are all interconnected, assists in vibrant health and integrated wellness of body, mind, and spirit. How to care for each kosha. Annamaya kosha, physical body or sheath. This is possibly the easiest sheath to keep healthy. Good nutrition, nutrient-dense foods, organic and clean foods, avoiding processed chemicals, artificial additives, and toxins. Making sure the body receives its 90 essential nutrients from an organic, nutrient-dense, clean source. Drinking plenty of clean water, including fiber and live foods, organic fruits and vegetables. Exercise daily by moving the body in yoga, walking, biking, running, whatever form inspires you and you are able to regularly continue as a habit, a healthy habit. Provide the body sleep, 6 to 8 hours minimum of good uninterrupted sleep is best. Of course, keeping the body clean, warm, comfortable, and well cared for. Also reducing EMFs from cellular devices, televisions, cell towers in densely populated areas. A physical, healthy, and low-stressed body will have a healthy nervous system, and therefore healthy neurotransmitters will be released, and healthy building hormones, which affect the pranamaya kosha and the subtle body, and the manamaya kosha, emotional and mental bodies. When these first three bodies are healthy, we can enter into more expanded bodies of the Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya koshas and reach self-realization. The Pranamaya kosha, subtle body, subtle energy body or sheath. How do we care for this? Practicing pranayama regularly, both vitalizing and calming and balancing practices will benefit the subtle energy body or pranamaya kosha. Breathing deeply and properly into the lower abdomen. Practicing asana flows and all forms of dance and exercise, including breath in your exercise, support the prana systems. Also, proper posture, positive thinking, healthy eating, joyful relations, and doing what one loves can assist the prana systems and the pranamaya kosha within and around the body. Clearing energetic blocks that have been put into us through conditioning, cultural conditioning, family conditioning. So the chakras can spin vibrantly, the nadis can flow with vitality. Energy work is the best way to clear the energy systems. And when the pranamaya kosha is healthy, vital, and balanced, it supports a healthy, vital, and balanced physical body. A healthy pranamaya kosha also supports a healthy manamaya kosha. Inversely, a disturbed, unhealthy pranamaya kosha can negatively affect the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. The manamaya kosha, how do we care for the mental and emotional body or sheath? Thoughts directly affect emotions. Emotions can also affect our thoughts. However, the mental body where thoughts reside is the most powerful way to affect the emotions. Thinking triggers emotional responses and is responsible for bringing either peace or conflict to the emotional and mental bodies. Clearing emotional and mental blocks through past hurts, traumas, and negative thinking habits. This is more difficult than making sure your body is receiving good sleep, nutrition, and exercise. This often takes the help of a friend or therapist because we stuff hurts and traumas into the subconscious mind. And when they do come up, they often are accompanied by reactivity, hurt, and sometimes toxicity. However, if we can heal our past traumas by being that compassionate, all-loving space for them to land, by leaning towards the pain rather than pushing it away, once again, under the carpet of our consciousness, where they will only rot and fester until the next time they come up, probably even more toxic. Instead, embrace the hurts that arise. Embrace them with unconditional love. However rageful they may be, unconditional acceptance and love. They are the voices of our inner child, needing a compassionate ear to listen to them. The greatest power we have in keeping our manamaya kosha strengthened and vital is threefold. One, be inner directed and commit to entertain positive, inspiring thoughts that promote emotions of peace and well-being. That's in our thinking and in our speaking. 2, just as you would help a child go through emotional pain that arises, use that same love and compassion to heal your own inner emotional wounds as they arise. Be there for yourself. Heal those samskaras with love. 3, practice meditation regularly to allow the mind to calm, to allow the mind to become quiet, to find greater and greater levels of stillness and peace within. So 1 is manage the thoughts, choose only positive thoughts, choose only the thoughts you want to create in your life. 2, heal the inner wounds or samskaras with unconditional love and acceptance. And 3, practice meditation regularly. The great thing about these important ways to provide a healthy mental and emotional body, the Manamaya Kosha, is they are under your control. You can always find 10 minutes every day to sit in silence. Single-pointed focus to help the mind slow down and become more still and present. You are wholly free to provide radical love and acceptance towards yourself, especially when you are in pain. You are fully empowered to choose the thoughts you think. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You simply choose thought spheres to tune into, like channels on a radio. They're all there already. Practice witnessing, being the neutral observer of your mind as a path to controlling and managing your thoughts. You can always cancel a negative thought and replace it immediately with a positive thought. That is under your control. This is not a one-time practice. Just like weeding a garden, you need to ongoingly weed out any and all negative thinking and replace with positive thoughts, with enlivening thoughts, thoughts that bring joy and expansion. Choose only the thoughts that enliven you and bring you joy, that create health-building neurotransmitters and release healthy building hormones in the body. The Vijnanamaya Kosha, the wisdom and meditation. Meditation nurtures this kosha, stillness practices, presence, being fully present in the here now, everything that is here as it arises, single-pointed focus. Resting in this kosha will positively affect all koshas from the physical body to the subtle energy bodies, the mental and emotional bodies, and this sheath is the doorway into the ultimate experience of the Anandamaya kosha, the Samadhi experience. The Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body, awakened consciousness, where we reside in when we're in our Samadhi. Basking in your own divine true nature, one with your source, awakened. Resting in Samadhi will benefit mind, body, and spirit, all the koshas and all the aspects of our being. This is the ultimate state, basking in union with the divine self and the God of your understanding as pure conscious awareness. In conclusion, yoga is a whole harmonious experience of benefiting and balancing mind, body, and spirit, all the koshas and bodies and all aspects of the being. Both science and spirituality and yoga accept that meditation, quieting of the mind, pranayama, breathing practices, and asana, physical poses that promote physical health and well-being are all connected and interrelated. Meditation, pranayama, and asana benefit mind, mental, and emotional bodies, the subtle bodies, the physical bodies, all the koshas. Yoga is not complete until you also include karma yoga or service, bhakti yoga or love and devotion, and jnana yoga, spiritual study. Then you are truly living a yogic lifestyle, traveling the joyous journey to complete liberation. Peaceful unification of all aspects of your being, entering into absolute union with the divine of your understanding. I am Grace. Thank you so much for being here today for this lesson on the meditation, asana, and pranayama connection. I wish you a most beautiful and most blessed day. Namaste.